You have had a spiritual awakening. What next? A lot of people have an awakening and then immediately think the next step is to become spiritual. They start dressing differently, start speaking differently, trying to become mysterious, trying to become a healer, a priest, a prophet, a guru. They abandon the physical world completely because they think awakening means escaping ordinary life. But that is one of the biggest mistakes people make. An awakening is not always a call to spirituality. Sometimes it is simply a call to alignment. Sometimes your soul awakens because it is tired of living below its purpose. Sometimes your spirit wakes up because there is work to do on earth, and that work may not look spiritual at all. Some people awaken and become doctors that save thousands of lives. Some people awaken and become teachers that change the minds of children. Some awaken and become engineers that solve real life problems. Some awaken and become farmers that help feed communities. Some awaken and become lawyers that fight injustice. Some awaken and become artists that heal people emotionally through creativity. Not everyone is meant to sit in the forest meditating all day. Not everyone is meant to become a babalawo, a pastor, imam, monk, or spiritual guide. The world itself is spiritual work. Building a better society is spiritual work. Creating clean water is spiritual work. Protecting children is spiritual work. Creating technology that helps humanity is spiritual work. Being honest in business is spiritual work. Raising a healthy family is spiritual work. People forget this. We have created a culture where the moment someone awakens, they think they must leave the world behind. But many awakenings are actually pushing people deeper into responsibility, not always from it. Your awakening may simply be the realization that this world can be better and I have a role to play. That role could require education. It could require discipline. It could require skill building. It could require years of study. Imagine someone receives a deep awakening about healing humanity, but instead of studying medicine, they spend 10 years only chasing spiritual titles. Meanwhile, the actual calling may have been to become a surgeon. Or someone receives visions about justice and changing society, but instead of studying law or leadership, they disappear into endless spiritual performance. Sometimes people become so obsessed with looking spiritual that they abandon the very assignment that they came to earth to fulfill. Awakening is not the final line, it is the alarm clock. The real question is, now that you are awake, what are you going to do? What problems suddenly bother you deeply? What kind of suffering can you no longer ignore? What gifts keep pulling you naturally? What work makes you feel alive? What knowledge are you constantly drawn toward? Those questions matter because purpose is often hidden inside responsibility. A truly awakened person is not just floating around speaking deep words. A truly awakened person becomes useful to humanity. And sometimes the most spiritual people on earth do not even look spiritual on the outside. They are the scientists working late trying to cure disease. They are the teacher refusing to give up on children. They are the architect designing better housing. They are the honest farmer feeding people. They are the mother or father raising conscious children. They are the activists standing against corruption. That too is sacred work. The Creator did not make billions of people so everybody could play the same role. A healthy world needs spiritual leaders, yes, but it also needs inventors, builders, protectors, thinkers, creators, organizers, visionaries. The mistake is thinking spirituality is only found inside rituals, temples, shrines, churches, or meditation. True spirituality is alignment between your soul and your contribution to life. So if you have had an awakening, do not rush to imitate spiritual aesthetics. Sit down first. Listen carefully. Ask yourself, what is life actually calling me to become? Because your awakening may not be your calling away from the world. It may be calling you to help rebuild it.